Welcome to this playlist. For those of you who are new, I want to welcome you and sit back, relax, and enjoy the lessons. But for those of you who are not new, you know what to do. Here's this timestamp, and yeah, let's get into a little bit of guitar theory before we learn how to play the chord A. All right, today we're going to be playing the chord A. So those of you who are not new and were in the last video, you know what to do. Timestamp is on the screen, so be sure to click on it. Yeah. Here's a little bit of guitar theory. So guitar theory, trust me, it's not that hard. Comprises of three major things, all right? So we're going to learn fingers. We're going to name our fingers. We're going to learn about strings, and we're going to name the strings as well. And frets, all right? Although we do not use these frets. So let's start with the fingers, right? So we have four major fingers that we use when playing guitar. We have our first finger, second, third, and fourth. All right, so this is our first, second, third, and fourth. Pinky is rarely used, so do not worry, but some people like to use it, some people don't like to use it, so depending on how you will find it, yeah, he'll come in handy. So now that we're done with our fingers, we've just named them 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so now we move on to our strings. So for our strings, all right, we have a wonderful cameraman today, not like in the last video, but so yeah, for our strings, we put the strings into an acronym. All right, now you might have heard this acronym somewhere else, but if you haven't, it goes something like this: Eddie ate dynamite, God bless Eddie. All right, so the last string is Eddie, and it is there, it's just very small because the quality is bad. So yeah, um Eddie is the last string. So Eddie for E starts from the top. So our first string is E for Eddie. Our second string would be 8 because eight starts with an A. All right, and dynamite starts with D. That would be our third string. All right, then God, Eddie 8 dynamite. God. So God is our fourth string and it starts with G. So that's our G string right there. And our B string, I was about to say our last string. We have two more strings. Our B string would be bless. All right. So God bless our B string right there, our fifth string, and our sixth string right here, as you can clearly see, or maybe you can't see, is Eddie. Okay, we call this high Eddie. So there's low Eddie and high Eddie, right? So the low Eddie is the one at the top, high Eddie is the one at the bottom. So that's it about strings. Let's move on to frets. So when we talk about frets, yeah, I'm going to hold the guitar something like this because it's easier to say. We see these silver or gold lines that go across the guitar neck, right? These are what we call frets. So this would be my first fret, second, third, fourth, so on, so forth, going down. All right, so this is not very hard. The use of the frets is that if I were to play an open B, all right, remember blesses, so that's my fifth string right there. That's what it sounds like. But if I were to click it on like the third fret, it goes up. And if I click it on the fifth fret, it goes up. Seventh fret, ninth fret. Okay, yeah. So the higher you go on frets, the higher it sounds, I can say. Yeah. So those are the three major things that encompass all of guitar theory. So that's not that hard. If you guys are done, congratulations for learning that so quick. And let's get straight into the lesson. Let's get straight into the lesson. For those of you who skipped to this part, welcome to the guitar lesson. All right, so we're going to put our first finger. Remember, this is finger number 1. We're going to put our first finger in the second fret. So 1, 2 in the second fret, this box right here, on the D string. Yes, on the D string. Sorry, you did so much to the point where you actually forget, overflow of knowledge. Not that I don't know, it's just because I know too much. Yeah, so our first finger is going to go on the D string, second fret right there. And if you click it and you hear buzzing, don't worry, there's a video about buzzing on my channel, so be sure to check that out. And yeah, check that out. So first finger comes over there, second finger will come in the second fret of the G string right there. We're going to click these fingers very hard so that there is no buzzing. Our third finger is going to go all the way down, or not all the way down. The second last string, which is our B string, and the second fret. All right, so we have three fingers in the second fret. I hope you guys will manage to hold the strings perfectly without any buzzing. Yeah, so back to the chord. This is what it should sound like. If you're going to pick or play or strum you would want to start from the A string right there, going down. So that's the chord A. Alright, so that's basically it. You see, these lessons aren't that long. I hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, we're going to be applying guitar theory to every other video. So those of you who want in the first video, we put a timestamp on the screen so that you can be able to skip the guitar theory if you already know it. Alright, so yeah, see you guys in the next lesson. Enjoy the rest of your day or evening or night or morning, whatever it is, and see you guys in the next one.